Timeline of Hathor worship, the evolution of the cosmic queen. From the pre-dynastic period, before 3100 BCE, her origins start as a proto-Kemetic cow goddess imagery. Her role includes fertility, motherhood, and wild nature worship tied to cattle and the sky. Her symbols are the cow horns and the solar disk, and this begins appearing in ceremonial items. Now, by the early dynastic period, we're talking 3100 to approximately 2600 BCE, she gains formal recognition, and she starts appearing in royal tombs. The title Mistress of the West, meaning Welcomer of the Dead, and the Golden One start to be attached to her, and she starts to absorb some of the traits of older deities such as Bat. Now, by the Old Kingdom, we're talking 2600 to roughly 2100 BCE, she reaches her peak as the Sky Goddess. Her worship spreads into Dendera, Memphis, and Giza. She gains royal favor. The kings associate her with divine motherhood and claim that it is she who nursed the Nisut himself. Temple structures. This is the beginning of the Dendera structures and the cattle culture centers which will be dedicated to her. Now, by the Middle Kingdom, roughly 2000 to 1650 BCE, she merges roles with Sekhmet and in some cases Aset. Now, in mining expeditions, particularly in Sinai, the miners left graffiti and shrines to Hathor as the Lady of Turquoise, and this is when this title would emerge. She is seen in this role as a protector, as a guide through the desert and through the afterlife. Now, by the Middle Kingdom, 1550 to roughly 1070 BCE, she experiences cosmic expansion. She is now a goddess of love, music, fertility, foreign lands, and the death rites. She becomes linked to foreign women, especially those of Nubian and African descent. Her iconography includes the sistrum, the mirror, cow ears, symbols that reflect beauty and joy. The myth of the Eye of Ra narrative expands. She becomes the rampaging lioness Sekhmet, pacified with beer and restored as joyful Hathor. By the third, intermediate, and late periods, roughly 1070 to 332 BCE, her worship continues despite the chaos. Her temples are still active, although power has been decentralized. The Greco system begins to blend her with Aphrodite and Venus in later forms. Now, during the Ptolemaic period, from 332 to 30 CE, the temples of Dendera go through a grand reconstruction under Cleopatra VII and the Ptolemies. The Greeks continue their infusion, aligning her with Aphrodite, especially in the Nile Delta, and artwork showing her celestial role flourishes. Zodiac ceilings and sacred birth rituals proliferate, showing Hathor as this divine mother. Now, by the Roman period, this is 30 CE to 400 CE, the state shift sees a rise in Christianity and suppresses polytheism. Hathor's worship becomes underground, identified as a preservation in part of both her and Aset. During the post-Pharaonic influence, she becomes a hidden legacy. Aspects of her practice survive in folklore, music, figures, and divine feminine figures. But there is a modern revolution. Neo-Kemetic spiritualism and Afrocentric music and artists restore Hathor as a symbol of divine black femininity and cosmic love. And today she still stands, seen as a cow mother, a sky goddess, a goddess of joy, music, fertility, and the guidance of death. She is a cosmic female principle, and she is eternally linked to the struggle and beliefs of the African diaspora.